Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 tips to run your first half marathon. My qualifications are that I ran my very first half marathon in June and I went through the training block. I did everything that I felt I needed to do and I ran it at a pretty fast pace. I ran like a 2:30. But I'm going to be giving you my top 10 tips for you to succeed at your first half marathon. Let's just get started. My first tip is to start slow, especially if you're new into the running space or the fitness world. When I first started running, I was running 17 to 18 minute miles. And y'all might be thinking like, I can walk a 17 to 18 minute mile. Yeah, I'm sure you can because it was I was basically speed walking the entire time. Building up that mileage and adding speed work to that really helps me get my mile time down. And especially if you're not already active, it can be very daunting to go from 0 to 100. In my fitness journey, I guess, if you will, I was running like every other day, 3 times a week. And then I'd have a bunch of rest days. If you're new to the fitness/running space, definitely take it slow and don't burn yourself out too quickly. Number 2, get Runna. Okay, I know everybody talks about this app, but it is genuinely an app that has helped me so much as a person who does not know really anything about running and who's still a new runner. I've only been running for like a year. This app just structures your workouts for you so you don't have to think about it. And I have a little tip for you on the Runna app. Normally on the Runna app, it gives you your first 2 weeks of your training block for free. And then after your 2 weeks are up, it kind of does a 180 on you and it doesn't let you look at your training plan anymore. It only lets you look at your miles for that day. But let me tell you how you can get around that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna open your Runna app. I'm in my first like 2 weeks of training, so this isn't gonna be how it is, but I'll just show you exactly what you do. Today I had 1 kilometer repeats and I have no idea what 1 kilometer repeats are. If I just had the free plan, I would only see that I had 1 kilometer repeats and 3.8 miles to do. But if you wait till the day of your run and you click on your run, it'll come up with a screen that says like you need to buy the full version. You don't actually have to. What you want to do is you want to hit record workout and then you're going to hit 1 kilometer repeats and then it's going to take you to this page that shows you your entire breakdown of your workout. The only problem is that you do have to wait until the day of your workout. So let's say you want to do your long run on Thursday and your long run is scheduled for Friday. You can't see your long run that's scheduled for Friday because it's Thursday. I would recommend, if you don't know your 5K time, because that's what it'll essentially ask you when you sign up for a half marathon training plan, is to just go out and run a 5K as easy as you can do it and then put that as your 5K time, because you don't want to add like a super fast race because the training plan is going to be a little bit faster than the paces that you set for your 5K. Also, this is not sponsored by Runna in any way, shape, or form. I just found that as someone who legit knows nothing about anything and anything about nothing, this app has been actually so helpful for me. And I actually have gotten a lot faster when I'm using this app. I just think it challenges me in a good way. Along with Runna, you should be doing strength training. You can literally just split it up however you want. You can do like 1 day upper body, 1 day lower body. Boom, done. But I will say that strength training has helped me immensely with running and it has grown my muscles. I don't know if you could tell. If you need ideas for how to strength train or you're new to the gym or you're scared of the gym, it definitely can be daunting, but just start off with things that you know how to do and start off with simple stuff. Again, you don't want to go from 0 to 100 because that's how you injure yourself and that's also how you burn yourself out super quick and feel like, oh my God, that was the hardest workout of my life. I can't do that ever again. Just start with like 1 to 2 strength training days per week. Tip number 3, give yourself enough time to train because your entire half marathon will be dependent on your training block, and if you only give yourself like a month to train, that's not enough time. I would say at least 11 to 12 weeks, especially if you're just starting off running. I would even say if you're literally just starting off running, you've never ran more than 1 5K in your life or 1 mile in your life, definitely give yourself more time. And if you want to know how much time you should give yourself, just give yourself like 2 seasons to train. If you want to go for a spring marathon, give yourself fall and winter to train. If you want to go for a summer marathon, give yourself winter and spring to train. Sign up for a race and go for it because that's how you're going to motivate yourself to do it. Number 4, we're going to talk about fueling. This is the topic that gets people angry. This is the topic that gets people up in arms on the internet, and I don't have any idea why. People say you're under fueling, you're over fueling, you're not fueling correctly or at the appropriate times. Well, I'm just going to break it down for you before, during, after. Before I talk about this, I want to say that I'm not a nutritionist, a dietitian, a doctor. You honestly really, for your fueling strategy, to put it in the simplest terms possible, you have to do what makes you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, it's not a good fueling strategy. If you want a more in-depth video on how to fuel your body and how to train your gut and everything, I would definitely recommend other creators. I've never actually like sharded my pants before, but like that's something I'm actually terrified of. Okay, anyways, before the run, I usually like to eat carbs. I am a honey stinger girl at heart with all my fueling stuff. If I'm eating right before a run, 30 minutes to an hour before a run, I'm getting a honey stinger energy waffle. These are so good. If I am doing my run in the middle of the day, which it's summer, so normally I don't do that unless I'm going on the treadmill, then I will eat like a carb heavy breakfast. I'll have like oatmeal and English muffin, and then I'll go out 2.5 to 3 hours later and do my run. And then I'll just be hydrating with water throughout the day. During the run, I have honey stinger chews. These are my favorite. Also, honestly, just some candy is the same amount of carbs, I think. So you could just have some candy. To be so honest, I don't know how many grams of carbs I'm supposed to have. I normally take them on my long runs like halfway through. What I'll do if I'm running 5+ miles is I will take chews or carbs or candy or whatever. And if I'm running 5 miles, I'll just take it halfway through. And then depending on my mileage, I'll take it every 45 minutes to an hour-ish. If you're just starting running, I would honestly just try candy because that's what got me through the first like 6 months of my running journey. Again, I'm not the expert at intra carbs. After your run, what I do, again, not a doctor, is I focus on protein and satiating foods. I focus on volume eating a lot because it makes me feel fuller. Running does make you hungry and you will be hungry. You really just have to honor your hunger cues and just focus on honestly the food that makes you feel good. Don't even focus on like, yes, protein is going to keep you fuller and whole foods are going to make you feel better, but if you want a burger after a run, go eat the burger, girl. I'm not judging. If y'all want some easy high protein meal ideas, then let me know because I can make a whole video about that. And I am a big advocate of not cooking. I won't meal prep, but like I'll focus on really easy things like things I can put in the microwave to get easy protein in, or just like cans of tuna. The only thing you really have to worry about fueling is you want to find a fuel routine that keeps you satisfied, that makes you feel good, obviously, but like also it's not a good idea to run first thing in the morning, like fasted cardio, because that's one way to get hurt. You want to have a little something in your stomach, so whether it's a honey stinger energy waffle or whether it's a banana or a rice cake or those other like pre-workout foods that people have. One last thing with fueling is electrolytes. I know that a lot of people say like you get electrolytes through water and salt and everything, but you definitely want to make sure you're hydrating along with whatever electrolytes you choose to take. I will say on my long runs, taking electrolytes has helped me so immensely. I use Waterboy as my electrolytes, but I don't like drinking those because they are so expensive. I have had to find the balance between too many electrolytes and the right amount because I was taking electrolytes every single day. It is summer, so I will say be so careful with when you choose to go out. For my half marathon, I decided to drink half my electrolytes before and half my electrolytes after. That was perfect for me. I think you kind of have to experiment with that kind of thing. Yeah, if you have any questions about fueling, let me know in the comments below. I know it's like confusing and it can be, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of information. Just focus on what makes you feel good and what fuels you and what doesn't make you shart yourself. Okay, tip number 6. We're gonna talk about running shoes and gear. I'm a bit of a hypocrite with this one because I definitely recommend going to a running store and getting fitted, and I have never done that before. These are my On Cloud Monster 2s. I run my long runs in these. They're very cushiony, they're very awesome. I started actually with the Hoka Clifton 9s. I also have the Nike Pegasus 41s for fast runs. Honestly, for Black Friday, treat yourself. Like, it's coming up faster than you think it is. If you go to a running store and you get fitted, get a couple different options that you know you like and stock up for Black Friday. Normally that's when I buy my running shoes and they last the entire year and you don't have to buy them until next Black Friday. So if you buy them every Black Friday, you'll be getting at least a little bit of a discount. Definitely invest in good running shoes. I'm a die-hard stan of the running vest. I got this off Amazon. This one was 30 bucks. This is like the cheapest running vest you can get with the best price, and it has the little bladder bag, 1.5 liters. It has the nozzle and all the pockets. It has a zip pocket somewhere over here so that I keep my little little chews there. If you're just starting out, I would kind of recommend this one because it is the cheapest and you can get it in a couple different colors. And I've never had an issue with it. I've had this running vest for almost about a year now, I want to say. It's definitely worth a good purchase, so you can carry your water on you can carry your gels, you don't have to worry about them. Next, we're gonna talk about running belts. This is the only running belt I have, and this is from Marshall's, and it was great when I was starting off, but it bounces, so I want to try the Spy belt. Let me know if you want me to try popular running gear because I kind of want to make that video now. This is just from Nike. I know they have other ones. I wouldn't recommend this one. I've heard good things about Spy belt. I've heard good things about Flip belt. I've heard good things about the Lululemon belt, but I'm not paying $60 for a running belt. Like, be so for real. Number 7, your easy days are meant to be easy. You're meant to feel after a run like, wow, I could have gotten 3 more miles. Don't burn yourself out on your easy days because they're supposed to be for recovery and they're supposed to be for fun, honestly. Don't take it too seriously. If you're hitting super high paces that you've never hit before, normally on my easy run days, I run a 14 to 15 minute mile, but I can run 10 to 12 minutes. It is also very, very hard mentally sometimes on your easy days because you're like, wow, I could be running so much faster than I am. You want to allow your body to get that recovery timing, but also still have time on your feet. Number 8, have a pre-run ritual. If you're a gym girl and you want to get into running, you already have your gym ritual, but to have a warm-up routine, a snack, water, put on your cute outfit, just have a ritual that you do before running to get your mind straight because your mentality through running is so important. It's a whole ordeal. Romanticize your runs because I think romanticizing anything in your life makes it 100 million times better, but running is definitely something that people love or people hate. And I read a quote that one time that said, if you don't hate it a little bit, you don't love it enough. It's very easy to get in the mindset of like, I don't want to do my run, I'm not motivated to do my run, and this sucks, so I'm not gonna do it. Just getting your mind in the right headspace in order to be able to run on your training block. Number 9, be prepared for the unexpected, especially the race day unexpected, because race day will never go exactly as you planned it. Just be ready for the spontaneity of it. Do nothing new on race day. If you have a breakfast that you like, eat that before race day. Don't try different gel on race day. I have my Honey Stinger Energy Waffle in the same flavor. I have my gels in the same flavor. I did absolutely nothing new. I did my warm up. I did everything. You're gonna have so many nerves on race day, and that's completely normal. But in order to calm your nerves, you need to do your little pre-run ritual that you always set and you always do so you can get your mind straight for the run because you are gonna be running for a while. Set everything out the night before race day so that you're all ready to go. Your new cute running outfit, because I know you got a new cute running outfit for your half marathon, and as you should because you deserve that. Have a playlist that you make that you don't listen to till race day. Honestly, that's what really got me through. I had been listening to the same songs all throughout my training block and I was like, I need a change. So I made a new playlist with a bunch of different songs and it really hyped me up for race day and it was awesome. And don't forget to have fun because that's the whole point of running. While you are like doing something very intense, make sure to have fun and make sure you are doing everything you need to do in order to have a successful race day. Get there early, get your bib early if you can. Account for any traffic if it's a night drive. Expect the unexpected. Number 10, and the last tip I'm gonna give you, is that you have to motivate you. Running a half marathon is such a big life accomplishment and it's so awesome, but you're not gonna wanna do it every day. You're not gonna wanna get up and train at 5 a.m. in the summer. You're not gonna wanna take your electrolytes every day maybe, or fuel your body properly. Sometimes that's hard for people. Not gonna wanna commit to the time and effort every single day that it takes to actually run this half marathon and be the best version of yourself that you can be for this race. The training is the hard part of the entire half marathon. The half marathon is like your victory lap. The half marathon is your celebration for putting in all the hard work that you put in, for putting in the training that you did and the hours and the time and the dedication and the grit that you have. Just know that you did that. You were the one who did the training. Nobody else can motivate you to do anything. I mean, like, it can be encouraging to hear from other people like, you're doing such a good job and whatever, but nobody else can motivate you more than you can motivate you, and you have to be the person to advocate for yourself and put your best foot forward. Remember that everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey is unique. There are going to be some people who run half marathons in an hour and 30 minutes, and there are going to be some people who run half marathons in 4 hours, and both of them are so valid and both of them are so welcome in the fitness community and the running space. If you have like a quote unquote slow pace, which is, everybody says like 10 to 12 minutes is a slow pace, which is crazy to me because that's my fast pace and that's like a dream for me. It doesn't matter your pace as long as you're getting out there and you're doing it and you're having fun. And ultimately, like, it doesn't matter if it takes you 1 hour to run a half marathon or 4 hours to run a half marathon. you still did that, and you should be proud of yourself for running 13.1 miles, because that's an achievement that a lot of people on the earth will never accomplish. You should be proud of yourself. You should celebrate yourself, even though you're setting off on this adventure to go 13.1 miles and you've accomplished this, or you're just starting your journey, or maybe this is you're a seasoned vet at half marathons. It's still a huge accomplishment. That is it for this video. Let me know if you guys liked this video. I'm kind of trying to do a different style. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Again, I am not a doctor. I'm not a half marathon expert. I'm not a running coach. These are just tips that have helped me immensely. Running is 90% mental and 10% physical. Your mind can give up way before your body does. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to tell someone you love them. Be kind to people, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.